So I'm taking some of this broccoli. I gotta close this door. Taking some of this broccoli and transplanting it into these styrofoam cups. I've got a zucchini and a summer squash. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with 2 plants per pot. That way, if one dies, I got the other one, just in case. So I'm just pulling these out one by one and then dropping them into the cups. Sticking my finger down in, creating a hole, and then dropping the roots down in. Then I'll soak them real good with some water. There's a nice set of roots on it. So that's kind of the process. And then I'm setting it back here. When I get a full one, I'll put it on the shelf over there so it gets good sunlight. So doing some transplanting. I had problems with my my truck brakes, so I had to order some parts. I was going to work on that today, and so now that I got to wait for some parts, it'll be a little bit of a delay. I mean, this is parsnips, and then I've got some kind of a squash plant. I should just transplant it and see what it is. Got parsnips over here too, so I got lots of parsnips. And then back there, I got cucumbers, which look like they're doing really well. Then back here, I got turnips. I got beets that are not doing so great, but there's a few of those as well. So out in the greenhouse, it's fairly warm out. Nice, but overcasty. You know, the sun's breaking out once in a while, but overcast day. So anyway, getting at it. Chicks. Little Geppetto. Still messed up. Look around corners. Look how big he is. I don't know what's going on with Geppetto. Crooked head. It's tucked in his shell too long. Can't straighten out. We got new chicks coming in about 5 days, I think. We got 5 days left. Day 3 remaining. I think you take them out of the little holders that rock them, rotate them, whatever. Then you wait 3 days and they'll start hatching. So we're getting down there. I think Saturday it should be starting to hatch. Geppetto, you look like a condor. Really messed up, buddy. I don't know if I want to eat you. You're that messed up. So in the greenhouse, got a nice sunny day. It's about 70. It is 84, 85 in here. These are all my tomatoes, transplanted. There's that's cabbage. So lots of heads of cabbage. And I think these are pepper plants. And I got tomatoes. I've got broccoli over here. Looks like all the watermelons are starting to come up. That's yeah. So some things are coming up. Carrots. Cantaloupe. One cantaloupe. It's not looking very good. Huh. It's because it's transplanted. You can see how the doors are opening here. Let the hot air out. So that seems to be working. They're linked together. So cool air comes in, hot air goes out. Get some parsnips. I think that's all the cabbage I'm going to transplant. There's plenty of that. And then these are all cucumbers back here. These are all turnips. And it looks like beets. These red plants are beets. So I'll have to start transplanting those. I think I got to get more styrofoam cups too. So it's coming along. Got to put something under here. The chickens keep undermining it. The wind blows in. So, all right, greenhouse update. All right, well, we're going to plow up the garden with my cultivator here. My fancy cultivator. Missing one head, but that's all right. It chews up the ground pretty good. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna try and plant up some of my, or plant up all of my asparagus. So get the asparagus planted and get the garden prepped. Might move some raspberries over too, seeing how the ground is dried up nicely and not going to be too muddy. So that's the plan. So yeah, I'll plant 2 rows here of asparagus. Not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll take it and maybe I'll just shovel holes out, or I'll just hoe it with a hoe. I'm not sure where my hoe is. But I'll hoe a couple of trenches and then lay the plants down in and just lightly cover them. We'll have to add more dirt as it goes. So is that a rock there? Yep, there's a rock. So I'm gonna pick some rocks out and just get it cleaned up a little bit, and then I'll start planting. All the rocks I pulled out. So here are the asparagus crowns. These are called Mary Washington. So I think George's wife may have started this. Oh, looks like there's some mold on these already. Yeah.
mold. Oh well, we'll get them in water, rinse them off, and get them. So that's what they look like. If you've never seen them, you get a phantom. So that's the top. So you got to face that up. We got 30 plants, which should be nice. So yeah, they look pretty good, except for the mold. We'll let them soak while I prepare the area here. I got a hoe, so I'm going to just hoe a trench, put a flat bottom on it, and then lay the plants down about 16 to 24 inches apart. So I'm thinking 2 rows of 15, but it might be more than, it might be 3 rows. We'll see. But I like to keep a couple feet in between them. So I'm gonna do a high speed on this one. Tractor, it worked out really well, the loader. So now all I got to do is kind of backfill. I got 18 in that row. Seems like I got more than 15 each, so maybe they give me some extras. But that's 1 row, and now I'm going to backfill a little bit. I guess you got to leave the crowns exposed, and then as it grows up you continue to backfill. So I might go over another, I don't know, I'm gonna go probably another 5 feet over, and I'll do the next row. Planted and covered up, so it worked out really pretty good actually, using the tractor. So now as the plants grow up through here, I'll just keep backfilling over them and eventually get flush again. So, and then I went back over the area I cultivated up. I went back over that because I driven over it back and forth. So it's back in shape. So yeah, I don't have much room for a garden now, so I'm gonna have to expand my garden, I think. I'm gonna put another row of raspberries in, and then I'm going to have not much left over. So I think I'm gonna go higher up towards the house and just take my loader again. I'll dig it up with the loader, and then I'll cultivate it after the grass kind of kills it. Maybe I'll burn the grass first. I have a torch. Maybe I'll burn it first and kill the grass. So I feel good. Got my asparagus in, and as I said, I'll just keep backfilling it. And hopefully they'll start sprouting in a week or so. So, oh, looks, I can see a root right in there, exposed. So I'm gonna go back over it, clean it up a little bit. Getting ready for bed.
Looks like they're finding their way in through their new opening. All right. Hey guys, come on in. Come on in. They definitely go for the highest roosts. Squeezing in. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on in. Crowing to the last minute, aren't you? We got birds here. There's other birds up in there. How you guys doing? See your mommy out there? His feet are quite a bit larger. There goes Quasimodo. How you doing, Quasi? Here's Quasimodo. So we're down to day 3. The timer, so we got to open up the vent. The little light there for the motion rocking for the trays here. Motor shut off. So now we got to move all the eggs on day 3 and don't touch them. Gotta fill up this other well here with water for the humidity, increase the humidity, so I've done that. And I'm moving all the eggs out of these trays so that they can hatch in 3 days. Getting the room ready upstairs for the brooder, and yeah, so we're gonna have chicks soon in 3 days. So it's today Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, so probably Saturday they're gonna start hatching. Hopefully they'll all hatch in 1 day. Unlike Geppetto, but how many do I have? I think I counted 18. So there's 2 rows of 5 and then 2 rows of 4. So I got 18 eggs, and from what we could tell, everything looked like they were fertilized and they were growing. So I showed a little video of that last week. So yeah, bought some chick starter grower, and what else? A new waterer and a new feeder. So, and then I bought some more layer crumbles. So I buy crumbles pretty much for all my chicken food. It's nice and small. They can peck at it and get it pretty easily. The pellets are just too big. They don't always feed very well, but the crumbles seem to settle nicely in my hopper feeder. And yeah, so we'll get an update in 3 days. Hopefully we'll have 18 chicks running around in here, and then we'll move them upstairs into the brooder. All right, more to come. Just resting. We got water and food out. Hopefully they'll find it all. Right around 99 in here, so they're nice and toasty.
So we've got eight white chickens, which are more like the crossbreed, and then we got 3 here of the darks, and then we also have another one just hatched that I just recorded before coming up here. But they're doing pretty good. We're at about 100 degrees. They're finding spots. They're actually finding some food. I just uncovered it to make it a little easier for them to get to it. And then I'm not sure if they're drinking water yet, but they're getting stuff in it. They're moving around. So these are just day 1. They were all hatching last night. They look good. No chipettos yet. I think I've got 4 more eggs to go. There's a total of 18, and I think there's 11 here, and I think 12 have hatched, so I think there's about 6 more left. So, and there's holes in most of them. I think one doesn't have any holes yet, so they're working on it. The one that just hatched took almost a day and a half to get out. Really like getting on the feed, which is all right. We'll just clean it out after a while until they figure out how to get their heads in the hole. So we got so many, we're gonna be eating a lot. All right, meat chicken breeding program, day 1. These guys are 5 weeks. Look at how much bigger the white one is than the brown one. Look at the size of his feet. Comparison. So he's turning out to be more like the breed, although he's not super massive. He's definitely bigger than the other ones. They're doing pretty good. Look at Geppetto. Geppetto's got a little pep in him. Once in a while he does a little flight. There he is. Got to get these guys separated though and get them their own outdoor space. I'm kind of running out of time, but we'll get it done before the other ones. Looks like you got enough food. So he's definitely a cross between the two. He's got brown feathers. He's white, mostly white, but he's got brown in his feathers too. See that? So he's definitely a crossbreed, probably more like the crossbreed we're trying to get. Ringo just came in. Hey Ringo, how you doing, buddy? Hey. Hey, big guy. Where's Elvis? Got a rooster out. And then here are the parents. And this weekend also, I've got a butcher I got to get ready.